notepads, and having it spread out all over your house, it's one place to have it located.
So one last thing before we move on from why. We spoke about this yesterday in one of the education sessions. We provide information. There's a white paper that this national organization put out in which it illustrates your cancer risks. And everybody's seen these at some point, you know, whether people are doing Movember or you saw them in an online training you had to do or whatever. And it says you have a 2 times greater risk of getting testicular cancer, or you have a 1.5 greater times of this, that, and the other. Eric and I had the opportunity to work with a really smart guy, Dr. Dave Bonato. He's an L&I doctor. And the cool thing about what we're doing is every time we meet with some of these people, we learn more stuff. So what I'm going to tell you it should kind of freak you out. There's kind of 3 things that say all those numbers that we've all put in some part of our brain are baloney. It's actually much, much worse than the numbers that you're being told, and here's why. The first thing, when you get hired, you think back to the day you got hired in the fire service, or you think about the last recruit class that you saw when they were just finishing up their training. Those are some healthy young people. So if you're doing a comparison of 100 firefighters versus 100 people walking through a shopping mall, it's not an apples to apples comparison. In order to get this job, you were screened and poked and prodded and given shots and blood tests and x-rays and all that kind of stuff. That weeds out a lot of the people who have other issues. So you can't compare 100 firefighters to 100 people in the public.